Have you ever wanted to fully express yourself, but part of you still feels afraid of being seen? Maybe you hold back socially. Maybe you overthink what people think about you. Perhaps you minimize yourself or shrink yourself down, or emotionally hide without even realizing it. And what's interesting is that most people think confidence is a personality trait, but confidence is often a nervous system state. And that's exactly what we are here to discuss in today's Mindful Monday. Now, if it's your first time joining us, feel free to type in the comments where you're coming from, any questions you have, any comments you have, any topics you'd like to hear more about in the future. Also, you'll want to make sure you stay till the very end of the video to find out how you can receive some free gifts as well. All right, so getting back to our topic for the day. Confidence is deeply subconscious. Because if your subconscious mind associates visibility with danger, with judgment, or with rejection, maybe with embarrassment, or criticism or failure, then your nervous system may automatically pull you towards this type of hiding behavior, even when you consciously want to grow. This is why so many people sabotage visibility opportunities on themselves. They procrastinate posting their content online, they stay quiet in relationships, they downplay themselves socially, they over-explain, they apologize excessively, they fear attention, and not because they're weak, but because their nervous system learned that visibility was emotionally unsafe. And often this pattern started quite early. Maybe someone was criticized growing up, embarrassed publicly, rejected socially, shamed emotionally, or made to feel too much. And over time, the subconscious mind learned being fully seen is dangerous. So now even positive visibility can trigger anxiety. And that's why some people feel panic when speaking publicly, posting online, dating, setting boundaries, or expressing themselves authentically, because the body is reacting to old emotional associations. But confidence is trainable. The nervous system can learn safety around visibility. And one of the most powerful NLP concepts is this: your brain responds strongly to mental rehearsal. Meaning, if you repeatedly imagine yourself succeeding confidently, your nervous system begins building familiarity with confidence itself. This is why future pacing and hypnotic rehearsal work so well for us, because the subconscious mind learns through emotion and repetition. And today I'd like to guide you through a process designed to help your nervous system stop associating visibility with danger, and instead begin associating it with freedom. So let's begin our demo by taking a slow and easy breath in and slowly letting it out. And if you are in a safe place to do so, you can go ahead and allow your eyes to close now. That's right, good. And as your breathing slows, imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror. But this mirror reflects not who you have been, it reflects who you are becoming. A version of you who no longer shrinks themselves. A version of you who feels emotionally safe, being seen. And notice their posture, their breathing, their energy. Notice how relaxed they look, simply existing as themselves. And imagine stepping closer to that version of you, as though your nervous system is beginning to recognize this is safe now. And imagine old fear beginning to dissolve, the fear of judgment, the fear of criticism, the fear of rejection, the fear of being too much. Just letting all of that soften. And imagine your body learning a completely new emotional association. Visibility can be safe. Expression can be safe. Confidence can feel natural. And silently repeat, I no longer need to hide myself to feel safe. I deserve to take up space. My voice matters. My presence matters. And imagine yourself walking confidently through future situations, speaking calmly, showing up authentically, feeling grounded in your body, not because you became perfect, but because your nervous system stopped treating visibility like danger. And let that settle deeply into the subconscious mind now. And as you continue breathing comfortably, imagine that confident future version of yourself standing beside you. Not above you, not better than you. Simply a future expression of who you already are becoming. And notice something very important. This version of you is not confident because everyone approves of them. They're not confident because life is perfect. And they're not confident because they never experience fear. They are confident because they no longer allow fear to decide who they become. And notice how freeing this feels. Because confidence is not the absence of anxiety. Confidence is the willingness to move forward, even when uncertainty exists. And as you look at this future version of yourself, notice how comfortable they seem in their own skin. Notice how relaxed their breathing is. Notice how naturally they occupy space. Notice how little energy they spend worrying about what everyone else thinks. And perhaps the most beautiful thing about them is that they are no longer hiding, no longer shrinking, no longer apologizing for existing, no longer trying to earn their right to take up space. And imagine this future version of you gently saying, you do not have to become someone else. You only need to stop abandoning yourself. And just allow those words to settle in now. That's right. Because so many people believe confidence means becoming louder, more outgoing, more charismatic, more impressive. But true confidence often looks much simpler. It looks like self-trust. It looks like authenticity. It looks like emotional safety. It looks like allowing yourself to be seen without needing everyone to approve. And your nervous system is capable of learning that. Now imagine a situation in your life where you normally feel self-conscious. Perhaps speaking in a group, maybe recording a video or meeting new people. Could be setting a boundary, sharing your opinion or posting online, whatever comes to your mind naturally. That's right, and imagine stepping into that situation now. Yet this time something feels different. Your breathing remains steady, your shoulders remain relaxed, your body remains grounded because your nervous system is no longer interpreting visibility as danger. And notice yourself showing up differently. Notice yourself speaking clearly. Notice yourself expressing yourself honestly, remaining present instead of disappearing into overthinking. And imagine how good that feels, not because everyone suddenly approves of you, but because you approve of yourself. Because self-trust is beginning to replace self-doubt. And every moment you mentally rehearse this, you strengthen new pathways in the subconscious mind. You teach your nervous system a new possibility. You create emotional familiarity with confidence. And now imagine a warm golden light beginning to glow in the center of your chest. A light representing confidence. Not forced confidence. Not ego. Not arrogance. Authentic confidence. The confidence that comes from knowing who you are. The confidence that comes from accepting yourself. The confidence that comes from no longer needing to hide. And with every breath, that light grows stronger and stronger, expanding into your chest, shoulders, your throat, your face, your entire body, and as it expands, imagine it dissolving old fears. Fears of judgment, of criticism, of rejection, of being misunderstood, of not being enough, of being too much. And just allow those fears to gently dissolve, not through force, but through understanding, because your nervous system is realizing it no longer needs those protections. Now imagine yourself 6 months from today. Notice how you carry yourself. Notice how you speak, how you make decisions, how much less energy you spend worrying about other people's opinions. Notice how much more freedom exists in your life. And notice how much more fully expressed you feel. And as this future version of yourself, what helped you to get there? And simply listen. Maybe you receive words, maybe a feeling, an image, just trusting whatever comes. Because your subconscious mind often knows far more than your conscious mind realizes. And now take a moment to thank yourself. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for being willing to grow, for being willing to heal, for being willing to be seen. Because confidence is not built by avoiding discomfort. Confidence is built by repeatedly choosing yourself. Again and again, every time you choose authenticity over hiding. Every time you choose expression over fear. Every time you choose self-trust over self-doubt. You strengthen a new identity. An identity rooted in worthiness. An identity rooted in confidence. An identity rooted in self-acceptance. And silently repeat, it is safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to be heard. It is safe for me to express myself. My voice matters. My presence matters. I no longer need to shrink to feel safe. I trust myself. I accept myself. I allow myself to take up space. I deserve to be fully expressed. And allow these words to settle deeply into your subconscious mind, knowing that confidence is not something you earn. Confidence is something you uncover. It has always been there, beneath the fear, beneath the conditioning, beneath the self-doubt. And every time you practice, you reconnect with that truth. So take one more full and easy breath in, and slowly exhale it out, maybe with a sigh. As you return your awareness to the room, you can allow your eyes to open whenever you are ready, bringing back with you a greater sense of self-trust, a greater sense of emotional safety, a greater sense of confidence, feeling grounded, present, calm, and remembering this: the world does not need a smaller version of you. The world needs the real you, and it is safe to let that person emerge. Now, if you'd like a free recording and some other gifts, simply type the word mindful in comments or private message me the word kindful if you like, and then follow the link, which I will then put in. And if you'd like to work one-on-one to rewire your mind even deeper, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at unwindthemindllc@gmail.com and or check out the website at www.unwindthemind.com. Until then, trust the process, train your mind, and keep breathing into your power. Have a wonderful Mindful Monday.